Good morning, children. Welcome back. Last week we had started with our civics lesson. In lesson number 1, that is Introduction to the Constitution, we have studied about what is Constitution. What are the sets of rules and duties that need to be followed by the government as well as the citizen of the country. Even we have studied about the provisions in the Constitution. Now today we are going to start with some more points related to the Constitution. Let's begin with the first point, that is necessity of a constitution. Now what is necessity? Necessity means why. Why this constitution is necessary for running a government or for running a country. And there are several advantages of governing in a country with the help of rules and provisions included in the constitution. So it's very important that every country should have its own constitution to run the country in a smoother way. Let's begin with the points. Government has to function within a set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. That is, we know that in the constitution there is a set of rules and duties mentioned for the citizen of the countries as well as for the government. So accordingly, these need to be followed. And government cannot misuse their power. They cannot establish or they cannot set their own rules in the constitution. They need to follow the rules that are mentioned in the constitution. A constitution includes the rights and freedoms of the citizens. That is, it's clearly mentioned in the constitution the rights and the freedom of every citizen of the country. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded. If there is any injustice happening in the country, as a citizen of the country, we are having full right to fight against that. So nobody can deny that. Even government is not having the right to deny. So our rights as well as our freedoms are safeguarded in the constitution. Running a country as per the provision of the constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. Then there is no scope for the misuse of power or high-handed administration. Government cannot deny whatever our rights and duties are mentioned in the constitution. They need to follow, and they cannot force people to follow their own rights. So there is no scope, there is no chances of misusing these powers. Or high-handed administration, that is having or showing no regard for the rights. That is, they are not in favor of showing their rights. So this should not be done. It's very important we should see that whatever set of rules and duties that are mentioned, that have been followed by government also. And that is why we got the chance of electing our representative by ourselves through elections. If a country is run as per the constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government increases. We know that the government is working for the people. If the work done by the government benefits the common people, automatically common people start having trust on the government. That yes, the government is thinking for their welfare. So this increases the participation of the common people in different activities that are run by the government, and it increases the democracy is strengthened, and due to this increased participation of the people, automatically the country starts progressing, developed. Constitution presents some political idols before the country. Now what are political idols? Not only idols are politically, but they can be anyone. Just take the example of freedom fighters. Many must be there who must be thinking as the freedom fighters as their idols. Idols, who are they? Through which you see them and you try to adapt their values, their way of living, rather than copying them through each and every way, but following their values, their norms. So this is called the idol. Anybody can be your idol. A cricketer can be your idol. A TV actress, a superstar can be your idol. So anybody. So in the same way, in the country, political idols are also present, and the nation is bound to act in that direction. So accordingly, the nation follows the political idols and follow their way. how they have thought for the running of the country. It creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. If we follow political ideals, so automatically what happens? It creates such an atmosphere where everywhere is positivity and things becomes possible, and this possibility results in the world peace and security of preservation of human rights. Since the Constitution also includes a list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of the citizens as well as. Now we know that we are having certain rights that everyone should be aware of. In the same way, as a citizen of the country, even we are having our country's responsibilities. And through which way? Now you need to think how you're going to participate in this responsibility. How you're going to help your country to make into a good terms. And let the country get progress by your participation. So that is your thinking that how you're going to participate in this program to make your country a developing country. Your responsibility should be there. Moving on to the next part, that is, what is administration? What all things are included in the administration of a country? First, let us understand the meaning of administration. It is a range of activities that are connected with organizing and supervising the way that an organization or institution functions. Now, the government has to make laws relating to several subjects. And what all laws government are making, let's see that one by one. Such as defending the boundaries, protecting the boundaries, the country, protecting the people from external aggression. Now what it means, it shall be the duty of the union to protect every state against internal as well as external disturbances, and to ensure that the government of the country and every state is carried out in a proper way. The functioning of the state is carried out as per the rules that are mentioned in the Constitution. Eradication of poverty, that is removing poverty from the country, creating employment, providing jobs, education and health services, very important. If you are healthy, then only you can work. If you are educated, then only you have been employed. Encouragement to commerce and industries. We know that a scheme had been started by our Prime Minister, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Protection of the weaker sections, that is protecting the weaker sections of the society and including them also as a part of the country, providing them all the facilities. Making policies for the progress of women, children and the tribal people. Different policies like education, health facilities, all these policies should be implemented for women as well as children and tribal people. That is, they are sometimes not treated equally, but even they are the part of the society, so they should also get equal facilities by the government. You can see in the PPT how employment is, that is how job opportunities are provided. Even education and health is given importance. And industries and commerce, that is providing facilities, providing job opportunities for the people in different industries, that can be a small scale, can be a large scale. In the next PPT you can see how our soldiers, without having any fear, they are how working for the country, sacrificing their lives and protecting the boundaries of the country. Then next is how we are getting security, safety from the country. People are provided safety and security. And removing of poverty from the country. In the next PPT, we can see that how women, children and tribal people are provided facilities related to education, related to health or any other required facilities by the government. Government has to bring about desirable changes in the society by implementing laws. That is, government need to take consideration that what all laws as per the changes in the society, what all laws are required and that should be implemented in the country. In short, government in modern terms have to take decisions related to different issues, right from space research to public cleanliness. Now we know that our constitution, when it was established and when we are celebrating Republic Day, but from the day when it was established or from when it was implementation was taken on, at present so many changes have took place, and at present also we are seeing that government need to take decisions related to right from space till the public hygiene, cleanliness, related to employment, whatever things are there. So these things need to be consideration by the government, and accordingly facilities need to be provided. This is a governance or administration, that is taking care and providing facilities to the people is all included in your governance or administration. Having understood the meaning of constitution and governance, we shall now see how the Indian constitution was made, what all things were required for preparing the constitution. So let's begin with that part. The process of making of the Indian Constitution started in 1946. That is, the planning for making the Constitution was started when? It was started in 1946. The leaders of the Indian freedom movement insisted that the independent India will make their own laws and is not going to follow the laws that are mentioned by the Britishers. They are not going to include these laws in the Indian Constitution. So a committee was established to prepare the Constitution of Independent India, and that committee came to be known as Constituent Assembly. The first meeting of Constituent Assembly was held on 7th December 1946. As we know that a Constituent Assembly was established a year prior before the independence. Ultimately, India became independent on 15th August 1947. Before the independence, we all are aware that the Britishers had ruled India and they had ruled over 200 years. But they had divided India into provinces like Bombay, Bengal and Madras for the convenience of the administration. To carry out the functioning of these provinces, they had divided these provinces and accordingly they had appointed certain members. Bombay, Bengal and Madras, today they are Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. As we all know that the provinces were set up and accordingly members were appointed to look after the administration of these provinces. So, people's representatives were appointed who would look after the administration of these provinces. As we know that the Britishers had appointed representatives to look after the provinces. Similarly, the local princes were carrying out the administration in some areas, and such areas were known as princely states, and the chiefs who were looking after the work of the princely states were known as the princes. If you might have seen Lagan movie, in that if you remember that Maharaj is there who work for the Britishers, that is, he was one of the member, but he need to follow the norms, the rules that were given by the Britishers. Now the people's representatives who were looking after the provinces and the princely states, these all were included in the Constituent Assembly. As we know that the Britishers had appointed the representatives who were looking after the provinces and the princely states were also included in the Constituent Assembly. Now in all total there were 299 members in the Constituent Assembly, as well as Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Thank you my dear children for watching the video. Up till now, we have seen in this video that what all things are necessary for the constitution for running in a country by the government as well as by the citizens of the country. Even we have seen what is administration and what all things are included, which all subjects are included in the administration, the governance of a country. Even we have seen which was the first step that was put forth for the establishment of the constitution. That was Constituent Assembly and who were the members in the Constituent Assembly. I hope you have understood up till now. We'll be meeting soon for the next video. Bye-bye. Have a good day.